They say corruption in cricket wore many faces, but some never stood in the spotlight long enough to be questioned. One name, barely remembered on the field, yet whispered in one of cricket's darkest investigations: Saleem Pervez. A player with just a single international appearance, but a name that surfaced in conversations far bigger than his career. Because in the shadows of 1990s cricket, influence didn't always come from star players. It came from those who could move between worlds, dressing rooms and bookies, players and power. And that's exactly where Saleem Pervez's story begins. Not as a legend of the game, but as a link, a connection, a man allegedly standing in the middle of something far more dangerous than cricket itself. When the Qayyum inquiry dug deep into Pakistan cricket's corruption era, it wasn't just looking for those who played the game, it was looking for those who controlled it from behind the scenes, and that's where Saleem Pervez's name entered the conversation. Testimonies suggested he acted as an intermediary, not the one placing bets, not the one under the brightest lights, but the one carrying messages, offers, possibilities. In a time when match fixing wasn't always direct, it was subtle, layered and hidden behind trust. Imagine a dressing room where suspicion quietly replaced brotherhood, where a simple conversation could carry millions in consequences, and where one approach could change the outcome of an entire match. According to accounts linked to the inquiry, Saleem Pervez was part of that unseen chain, the kind of role that never gets headlines but holds everything together. Because in corruption networks, intermediaries are the most valuable pieces. They don't take the fall easily, they don't get caught on camera, and often they disappear before the truth fully surfaces. His cricket career may have faded quickly, but his name surviving in such a serious investigation raises a question. Was he just present, or was he playing a completely different game? What makes this story even more unsettling is how common such roles were during that era. The 90s weren't just about players under pressure, they were about systems quietly forming around them. Networks that didn't need fame, they needed access. And Saleem Pervez, whether intentionally or not, found himself right at that intersection. No dramatic bans, no global headlines, just a mention in one of the most important corruption reports in cricket history. And sometimes, that's even more dangerous. Because silence doesn't always mean innocence. It often means the story was never fully told. So the real question remains, how many more names like Saleem Pervez were there? Names that never made it to the front page, but played a role behind closed doors, in a game where the biggest battles weren't fought on the pitch, but in the shadows surrounding it.